basically want to address a situation that I see that is very deep. It runs very deep and it affects people for generations. Yet it is not something that has been dealt with. Now, and it has to do with how the thinking and the lifestyle of people affect their entire lives. And I want you to be patient with me for a few minutes, because I have noticed that anything that is very important, a lot of people do not really want to listen to it. They do not want to watch it. People only want to listen to very important things sometimes when it is too late or when too much damage has been done. Actually, something came to my mind in the Bible. It's in Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7, and it essentially says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So the Bible is basically saying a man is exactly what he thinks. So if you're thinking of foolishness, you're a foolish person. If every time the thoughts of your mind is just stupidity, you're a stupid person. And that is very important, and it is something that we really have to work on. Now, what I have noticed over the years, a lot of times the people who do not, or who appears not to be making any progress in life, are people who talk a lot of foolishness and do a lot of foolishness. Now, by progress, I'm not talking about the attainment of material things and so on. By progress, I'm talking about you being in good health and you being satisfied with your efforts in life. There are certain things that make you happy, and there are certain things that you're working on and you're happy and satisfied about it. And the things that you desire, you pursue it, and God give you the strength and things work out for you. That is what I think progress is. I'm not talking about people with who has attained a lot of material things. That may be an aspect of progress, but that in itself is not progress. So what I have noticed is that sometimes I have noticed, even from the time I was a little boy growing up, I used to observe a lot. There was a time there were people who believed that I could not speak, but I was hearing a lot of things and I was studying a lot of things from the actions of people. But even to the point where I am a man now, I am observing certain things. I have observed that sometimes you will be in the community, in certain communities, and I'm not going to say that it is happening everywhere, but certain places, maybe it is the places that I live or move around. Like certain times you may find three men in a group talking, or three young men in a group talking, and one guy passes them, says hello, and move and goes on his business. And all too often there is always a negative comment that the guys will speak against the person who just passed. Now, there are certain people who will be in this group and the person will pass and they will have nothing negative to say. What I have observed for the most part is that the people who will say the negative things, if you observe their lives, they're not making progress in nothing. They make progress in nothing. That is because their minds are polluted with stupid and foolish thoughts. Now, do you know that there are people that keep a file, just like when you work at an office, you will have a file on different topics. See, there'll be a file on different customers and whatever. There are people in the community who has a file on everybody, but the file that they have is only bad things about individuals. That one is having sex with this one. When that one was small, he did this, he did that. There are people in the community, and there are people that you will know who has a file only about the bad things they know about certain individuals. And I'm telling you that because anybody who keeps bad things about people like that, they are inherently very wicked people. And these are the people who will call somebody to make sure you do not get a job. These are the people that probably a young man may be interested in a girlfriend or a girl may be interested in a boy or whatever, and these are the people who will call the people and tell them that this girl is a bad person, she's a this, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that. And the girl is an innocent person, but they just have a negative file on everybody to spoil them. Quite possibly that young girl probably maybe she did something when she was young. She probably had sex with somebody for money because she probably had to eat, and then somebody in the community is holding that against them, and no matter how much the person has changed, they have that in their files. So there are people in the community who has bad files on people only about bad things they know about you. And so if you are one of such people, you need to clean your mind from those things, because you will not have anything good at the end of your life. And I've noticed that people who are doing those things tend to be very miserable. Whilst you're trying to make other person's life miserable, you could never be happy. And because you entertaining too much negative files about people, your whole outlook, your whole mentality, your whole behavior is negative, is obnoxious. And people like that, everybody tend to want to avoid you because they believe that they're afraid that you put them in your file. I'm just trying to open your eyes to the fact that as you think in your heart, so are you. There are people that move around the community, and it is only stupidity that they do, stupidity that they think of. There are people in the community and all they do is to track down who is having sex with who. This one is having sex with that one. And again, I'm telling you, as a man thinketh, so is he. Because what happens is the information that they have is not information that can make them make progress in life. The information that they have is useless information. Who is having sex with who is this, who is that, and the things that they're collecting about people is not important to their survival. You understand? So at the end of the day, these people will not make progress in life. Even if you see that it appears that they're making progress, they're going to fall. They're going to fall because they're entertaining information that is not beneficial. It is useless information. And so sometimes some of these people, even when they are appearing to be successful, they reach a certain level and they cannot climb higher because they are contaminated with information that is not helpful. So what I'm asking, the call for action today is that we put our minds and we think on things that are making sense, things that will make people progress, things that will make people grow and develop. Because as a man think in his heart, so is he. So this is the message. Basically, program yourself. Cyrus, program yourself so that you think on things that will advance people, that will advance society, and that we will stop programming bad information about people. There are people that are in the community and all they do, somebody's trying to build a house and they will call planning to stop that person. You understand? These are wicked people. You're thinking wicked, so you're executing wickedness. And the other thing is, you need to understand that when you do those things, it has a way of affecting your children. If you don't want to ever have children, you can do wickedness to people. But if you want to have children on the face of the earth and you want them to do well and to have long days, you really need to program good information in your mind, good thoughts, and have good behavior towards people. Because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you think that you are a progressive person and you're doing progressive things, you will be progressive. If you all day long is foolishness that you talk, you will become a foolish person. And your foolishness will eventually materialize for the whole world to see. So what I'm trying to say today is, when negative thoughts come into your mind, things that will not help you, things that will not help humanity, things that will not help the community, things about gossip, information that does not benefit you, when these things come to your mind, you need to get it out and put positive things in your head. That's why it is very good to read things like the Bible. where you will have something positive to meditate on for the day. But again, as I say, as a man think in his heart, so is he. Stop thinking on things that does not help you. Stop putting information that does not advance your cause. Keep the fire burning.